Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and this is a thoughts post for those of y'all who do not know what that is. It's basically where I discuss TV shows, movies, current events, or just random things that have piqued my interest that I want to discuss and talk to y'all about, and we get down in the comment section and discuss it. So, anyway, with this thoughts post, I want to discuss something that I ran across right when I was about to go somewhere and relax so that I could be ready for work for tomorrow. Um, I had to reach out to some of my friends and family and things that are in the state of Alabama, since this story is in Alabama, because I wanted to know if they saw this story, and they did. So, just in case you don't know about it, this is about a Alabama judge who was removed from the bench after calling her colleagues Uncle Tom, Fat B, and Heifer. Now, a lot of y'all who are already familiar with me, when I am discussing certain people, y'all will hear me say the word heifer. Now, for me, when I say heifer, it's because I legit do not curse. So that's why you just heard me say fat B instead of the actual word, because I don't curse. So anyway, I'm not trying to say it necessarily as a derogatory term when I use it. It's just to express how I'm feeling in that moment, but not necessarily in the way that she was saying it. But hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, for me, I don't curse. So I just say heifer when I don't want to say that woman or whatever. I don't know. Just to let y'all know that there is some sort of disdain there because the person is trash themselves. That's the reason why I'm saying it. So, it is what it is. That might not have helped my case, but I'm just saying whatever. So anyway, let's get into this. So this is what happened. First of all, when I saw the headline, I was like, okay, what part of Alabama is she from? Because if they say a certain part in particular, like there are select cities, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like it don't surprise me if it's a certain city. As soon as I saw Jefferson County, I said, oh, if I'm not mistaken, Jefferson County is like Birmingham and like the surrounding cities, some of the surrounding cities or whatever. Yeah. When I worked for the state of Alabama, Jefferson County had some stuff with them. It was a lot. Like usually when we had any cases and we had to have any dealings with Jefferson County, no. Anyway, but yeah, I pretty much didn't need to read nothing else after that. So I reached out to some people to ask them had they seen this story, and they were like, yeah, we already knew about her because they are judges or lawyers or whatever. So they already knew about her because they are in Alabama. So this is my problem. Before I even tell y'all what they said, this is my problem. So when I first saw it, I saw it on Instagram on the Neighborhood Talks page, and they were asking what do we think about it or whatever and all of that, right? And a lot of the people are in the comment section talking about some free her, what's her cash app, what's the GoFundMe, oh, we need to switch her out with judges that are here, or we'll be glad to have her, I don't see the problem. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm not rooting for everybody black. If you are trash and not doing what you're supposed to do, I'm not rooting for you. Not rooting for anybody just because they're black. I'm not. I'm not. If you are trash, I'm not rooting for you. So let's get on to the issue as to why I'm not rooting for her, because she black. That's the first problem. That's the problem I have with her. That's one of the main problems I have with her. Ma'am, you're in the state of Alabama. All right? You're in the state of Alabama, okay? You are black. You are a woman. You went to school all of these years to eventually work your way up to become a judge. This isn't a process where you just all of a sudden say, yep, I'm gonna be a judge. No, you have to go through some stuff to get to that point. You done went through all this to become a judge. And y'all, apparently people have not read the stuff that's out there, and they don't know the information that I know. That is like, girl, why would you do this? Knowing good and well you have all kinds of stuff against you anyway. It's too many eyes on you. Like, you have to think, with you being a black woman living in Alabama, whether you're from there or not, you're working in Alabama. You're working in what is considered to be a southern, one of the more southern, even though they consider the area that I'm from in that area to be what they call it, central. I think they call it central Alabama or whatever. It's still the South. It's still considered to be somewhat rural, excuse me. It's just too much going on. Why did you risk it all for this? Knowing good and well from day one, when you were working your way up to become a judge, people had their eyes on you. There were people who were hating on you who were black as well, whether they were male or female. It's bad. Like, people don't understand. People act as if they don't understand the game. People act like they don't understand what the name of the game is and how people play the game and how people will try to set you up with what you are providing them with. You already know what you bring to the table, but you want to sit up here and jeopardize everything. That didn't make no sense. You already had people who looked just like you who didn't want you to make it. There were people who looked just like you who were jealous that you made it. You make decent money. Whether it's not enough, you still make decent money to survive off of. You done did all of this despite the fact that you are a black woman living in Alabama. You were in a high-ranking, a high-level government position. Why would you do that? State government, whatever. You were in that position. Why would you do that? In the justice system, on top of all of that, the judicial system, excuse me. Y'all, I'm so upset I can't even speak. But anyway, you did all of that. Why? Why did you jeopardize that? There are so many people who are rooting against you outside of people who look like you. We already got the crabs in the barrel going on. Then there were the people who you fed into. You played right into their hands. You played right into their hands. There are people who don't look like you, who hate you just because you exist. All because your skin color is the skin color that it is, ma'am. Why would you do that? There was too much money that went into you going to school. There was too much money that went into you going to school. There was too much time put into you going to school. There was too much time that you put into those papers, all them dissertations, all of those presentations that you had to do. There was too much put into them. Them books cost too much. I don't understand. So anyway, let me get to the facts. So they had some stuff, for information's sake, under, the caption and all that. But let me tell you directly what was said to me out of the mouths of the people who knew this heifer's background. And I said heifer. Yes, I did. I'm just saying, because this is one of those moments where the person was trifling, and I'm going to call them a heifer because that's what they are in this moment. It is what it is. So anyway, so come to find out, like, she hadn't been following the rules. She was told to do something. She didn't do it. And she was treating her staff very poorly. She had the people working way past quitting time and for days on end, forcing them to take drugs to stay awake and keep going. Her docket was backed up horribly bad, and she was berating attorneys. She was sitting up there taking people's phones that worked under her, deleting evidence. She was doing all kinds of illegal and ignorant stuff. And it's like, ma'am, what is wrong with you? I don't understand. And see, this is why it's already bad enough that the system is set up for other people to make it, and it worked for them. You should have been that type of person to say, you know what? I want the system to work for us. I'm going to be one of the good ones. Why couldn't you have been one of the good ones, ma'am? Why? Nikita Blockton. Why? You have failed. There was no, I don't understand what the reason behind this was. because now your name will be synonymous with failure. You are a black failure. When you had all of that and now you are going to be nothing. Now you are not going to have any of the stuff that you would have had once you retired and all of that. Once you step down on your own, you're not going to have any of that because of this stupidity. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? I don't understand. I do not understand. You went through too much to become a judge for you to then do all of this ignorant stuff. And I'm tired of the people in the comment section talking about free people like this and give her job back and she didn't do nothing wrong. And I'm like, no, I do not support everybody that's black. I do not. Because everybody that's black is not right. Just because it's black does not mean that it's going to always be right. Wrong is wrong and right is right. I'm going to roll with what's right. And if you ain't right in this situation, I'm not going to sit up there and stand behind you. It just is what it is. And I said what I said. Anyway, y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about this, especially given the fact that I've told you facts from people who have actually worked alongside this heifer and did not like having any dealings with her. People who actually know her track record and told me facts. Yeah, let's get down in the comment section and discuss that, because I'm very interested to see what y'all gonna say. Because hopefully it won't be no foolishness in the comment section, because it's like, to me, this is a clear-cut situation. She was dead wrong. She was dead wrong. You already had too many strikes against you before you even stepped foot up there, before you ever got your robe. Why would you sit up there and do that? You jumped over too many hurdles before you got into that position. Why would you jeopardize that? Anyway, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Thumbs up this video and let's get down in the comment section and discuss this foolishness. Bye.